Hello everybody. Today's video, by request, one of my favorite viewers has requested that I give a little tour of my shop and in my equipment and the things I use to do what you've been watching me do on the videos that I have out there to do custom rod building and rod repair. And this is just a little shop I have set up in my house here. It's just basically on a big table, and well, here's what we got. I got a couple of overhead lights with the zoomies on them so I can magnify. I am over 50, so my eyesight is failing, so I do need magnification to see what I'm doing. As you can see, I got my tripod on the table. That's what I mount the camera to for my tripod views. Power strip that runs several things. You can see I got many things plugged in. Some of those things are my turning machine, which is my Pacific Bay turning machine. It's got the nice adjustable clutch on it, so I can lock the rods down on it. And down on this end here, this is what carries the tip end of the rod, and my favorite tool in the shop, the micro torch. Use it for almost everything. And you'll see plugged in down here is, they call this a candle warmer, or I call it a coffee mug warmer. I like to warm up my flex coat to make it flow real nice. This here is a handy dandy little gadget. What this does is it's a dispenser, and as you can see, I use it for dispensing alcohol. And just by touching on the tip up there, it actually siphons up some of the alcohol and on the rag, so when you want to wipe things down, so you don't constantly have to be taking the big bottle of alcohol and dumping it on a rag and spilling it all over the joint. So when you just need a little bit, that works out really nice. Here is another drying rack turning machine that I made. Made it out of some PVC and a turning motor. And here's one that I acquired from a friend of mine who is no longer using it. I think this is a store-bought unit. Turns nice and slow. So I can get a couple of rods turning on the table here at one time. And another light over on this end. So I'm actually running two lights, running duals over here, and that really brightens things up and helps me see a little bit better for some of the fine thread work. Now all my materials and a lot of my tools I keep in this cabinet here, which is a really, let me back up so you can get a good look at this. A really nice cabinet for storage, has a lot of drawers. This is what's called a dental cabinet. I guess back in the old days, this is what the dentist would have in his office. My sister gave it to me just because it needed to be used for something productive, and I'm the one in the middle of doing these projects, and she thought it would be a good home here, and I use it a lot. And some of the things I keep in here, warranty cards for the rods I build, a lot of rain shadow rods that I build for custom rods for friends. My paperwork I keep up here. This cabinet here, it's just miscellaneous junk. Tape gun for when I'm shipping things out, sending things through the mail. Some lighters, a little bit of butane here to fill up my torch. Let's see what else we got here. This drawer here, I've got my micrometer for taking measurements, some handle materials, some carbon fiber stuff for making handles, more cork, some butt caps, more cork pieces. Obviously this is the tape drawer, all the different kind of tapes. One of my videos I showed this tape here. This is a fine line tape, just some masking tape that you could see in some of my other videos. And since it's the tape drawer, I've got the tape measure in there. Alright, this is how I organize all my small parts, my guides and such. And you can see that I've got my winding checks in here, some tip tops. These here for the most part are used guides. I've taken off other rods, and in case one of my friends needs a quick fix, or it's not crucial that it's a brand new part, we'll throw a used guide on there. And here's a little idea I came up with, which worked out real well. And these are pill containers that I keep, the different guides in here. These are new Alkanite guides and the different ring sizes. And these are SICK guides, of course, and recoils. So, those are all new guides in there, things I use on a regular basis. Okay, reamers for reaming cork handles out. These I made. Just used an old trigger handle, old piece of rod blank, some epoxy, and some stone. Here's a bag of stone that I glued onto these old rod blanks. The wood filler, which was demonstrated in one of the other videos. Okay, this is pretty much chemicals and glues and stuff. This is what I use when I strip a rod completely down to the bare blank. I like to use this Rod Dancer Lumaseal. I will have a video showing how I apply this. I came up with my own technique for that, and we'll get into that when I make that video. This is dye, so I can dye the flex coat if I like, different colors, and I can add glitter to flex coat to match some rods that have glitter in them. These are all the different glitters that I have here. The red, and just to get fancy or whatever. Here's the cork sealer that I used, demonstrated in one of the videos already, and some more wood putty. I really prefer the stuff in the tube, but this will work for patching handles. Okay, here's another tube. This is the tube with the darker stuff that I like to use when I have a darker cork handle. This is the cherry, and that matches up pretty nice. Two-part epoxy paste for gluing handles and reel seats on. Alright, back up to the top on this side. This side here is just general junk and hand tools, a little bit of glue, my personal reels, all Daiwa reels. Daiwa Fuego is what I use. And these are Daiwa spinning reels. Okay, this is reel seats and bushings. I like to use these. I'll hone them out, and they go inside of reel seats like this for spacers. I do not and will not use tape for a bushing. I don't like it. I don't believe in it. When I can use something that's made for shimming something out, like a reel seat or a cork handle or whatever. The sandpaper drawer, all different kinds of grits of sandpaper for different things I use. And the thread. Okay, now I've got everything organized by metallics. You can see different, color spectrums that are pretty much all related, the reds and the blues and purples, and then the different colors, the lighter and pastel colors. This color right here was demonstrated on the NRX Repair. This is a proprietary color, and that's the light blue for the NRX. And more thread, as you can see the different colors. And my small stuff for finishing, all the different paint brushes I like to use. This box here lives on my workbench while I'm working. There's every little thing that I need in here: pick tools, my X-Acto knife, burnishing tools, China marker, you name it, and just general stuff here for working on rods. This is something that I really use a lot when I have to file the feet to the guides. In my one video that I had, I was using the titanium guides, which would just tear up this file as I talked about in the video. But this, you know, for Alkanite guides and such that have stainless steel frames, this small little hook file works like a beauty. Stir cups, and that's about it. That's everything that lives in the shop, everything that that I can make it happen with. So as requested, that's a tour of the shop and all the stuff I have in it and what I use. All right, see you next time.